Update.
So I got to meet Jason Segel last weekend at ALA Midwinter, which happened in Chicago, and I work for a library, so I went to the American Library Association Midwinter Convention, which was awesome. And I got to meet Jason Segel, which was awesome. He was really engaging, and it was really excellent to see him in person. Jason Segel is a celebrity that I feel like I would get along with really well. Like, I would want to have a beer with that guy, or have tea with that guy. But seeing him and waiting in line to meet him and getting to do the update shot with him, all excellent, kind of got me thinking about our culture's interactions with celebrities and how they're changing right now because of the internet and because
Twitter was one that really...
Twitter is huge.
Because you can tweet directly to the person.
Not only that, you can tweet directly to the person, but you're doing it in a public arena, right? They don't have to answer you, but they do in a way that if it's just an email in your inbox, if it's just a piece of fan mail, it can get buried, it can get forgotten about.
This is right on their head. It goes right to them. It's short. It's got to be under 140 characters. 160? 160. It's got to be under 160 characters. It's got to be short.
It's got to be short.
It's something that they don't have to invest a lot of time in, but can participate in a conversation.
Yeah.
Which is new.
Yeah. And, I mean, even just the internet in general gives us access to their personality in a way that we just didn't have before. They would have interviews on TV, and we'd see them in their work, and that was about it. But we're in this weird time, and I mean, I wonder if throughout all of history people have found celebrities that they've felt connected to in a way that is typical in this day and age. I mean, everybody has like a celebrity best friend, somebody that they feel like. I know one of my colleagues feels like Anna Kendrick is very much like her celebrity best friend, and I think Anna Kendrick is the kind of person who would elicit that response in a lot of people.
Sure. It's weird that Jason Segel was there promoting a book, because you've always said, like, I feel like Jason Segel is my best friend.
Jason Segel is like, my celebrity best friend. Like, he's my best friend. He just doesn't know it. But then
it's like a weird situation then, like meeting that person, because it's weighted, you know?
And Jake was like, did you tell him that he's your best friend? You don't know it? And I was like, how can I say that to somebody without sounding like the creepy fan?
Right. Well, here's why I think it could have played, is because you are a cute girl. You know? That could have backfired then too, if you're talking to somebody who's creepy. I don't feel like Jason Segel would be creepy. But I feel like someone like you, dressed for a library conference as well, like, you know, you looked nice, you looked unassuming, you looked like a teen librarian. Not a teenage librarian, a librarian for teens. But like, I feel like you could have gone up and been like, just so you know, I'm pretty sure we're best friends.
But how is that fair to everybody who doesn't look as unassuming as me?
Right. And why does it all have to be fair?
That's fair enough.
Yeah. Like, the world isn't fair. We're trying to make it a lot fairer, which is great. But like, in that situation, it's about interacting with a person. You don't have to worry about what everybody else's interactions are going to be.
Yeah. I meet somebody whose work I like deeply connect with and care about, and I'm like...
Yeah. Because they've done something that really means something to you.
Yeah.
It's like when I talked to Audrey Niffenegger, who wrote The Time Traveler's Wife. I love that book. And I was a fanboy. And it made me feel very awkward.
Yeah.
That's okay. I re-met her since at another function, and everything was fine, so.
Yeah, but like, how often do you get that chance?
Yeah, very seldom do you get that chance. And now I just realized just to have a conversation. And you know what? The thing people want to talk about is not their thing. If, like, they're happy to talk about it for a little bit, but then talk about something else that you know you both enjoy. Where it's not just about, oh, I love so much this thing that you did and here's what it meant to me. You gotta move on from that pretty quickly, or you keep that weird one-sided dynamic in play.
Yeah, because you're not giving them anything to do, which is, like, from the personal perspective, again, it's understandable. Like, you want to describe to them how important this thing is to you.
Yeah.
But from their side, like, what can they say except...
Thanks.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
And she brought this up, just like in terms of like how we get the chance, by no stretch of the imagination would we ever consider ourselves celebrities.
But we do put ourselves online on a weekly basis for you guys, and we have relationships with you guys because of the internet and I mean, you guys probably get to see a lot more of us than we get to see of you, so there ends up being a similar...
That same kind of, like, unbalanced...
Dynamic.
Yeah. When we've gotten the chance to meet people who do watch the updates and everything, it's super cool, and we find out we have a lot in common, you know? At VidCon, it was different. The culture there is like, hi, can I take a picture? Okay, bye, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a conversation culture.
No, it took me...
We're here for auditions.
Yes.
Let me make sure we're still rolling.
So yeah, we're here for auditions. We're doing some auditions. This is next door Chicago. I don't believe that you guys have ever seen this space.
No, they've seen the Blue Room, which is the space next door. Like, we've done some clips of Chris auditioning, fake auditioning. Anytime you wanna start.
Out there, it's a coffee shop, and it has several small meeting spaces, like really small, that aren't like blocked off rooms like this, but tables that you can do, and then it's got 2 meeting rooms.
Yeah, like full-on meeting rooms. This is you're only seeing like a quarter of the room right now.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing in the world.
It really is, and for us, this space is free, so that's awesome.
All you gotta do is get on early enough to reserve a block big enough to hold auditions in.
But even if it weren't free, the places that we've paid for to hold auditions are not as nice and open to the public and comfortable as this.
This is a much more comfortable environment, and it's free. You just gotta make sure to get on there early, because all of these spaces, like even just the ones that are reserve a booth, like they all fill up early, because people come here to do meetings, they come here to do work. It's really just the coolest place in the world. We've got all our sides printed off for the actors who are coming in.
They come here to do homework. I see a lot of like group projects happening out there.
Yeah, and there's flat screens and stuff that you can like put somebody's computer up on the one screen to refer to. There's a lot of whiteboards. It's super cool. We were actually supposed to hold auditions here
last week,
but
instead we got the 5th biggest blizzard in Chicago history.
Blizzard, you guys.
So we canceled.
Blizzard. And actually Harris barely got out of here.
Yeah.
His was the last flight to leave O'Hare in Chicago before the airport was completely shut down.
Whew.
So Harris made it home just in the nick of time. We were really worried. I didn't want him to be super inconvenienced for helping us.
Yeah. In my mind, there's a shot of the airplane leaving and like the blizzard exploding like an avalanche
behind it. Yeah. In slow motion, and Harris like. Couple things I wanted to mention. Podcasts that we've done lately. All right. I'll link to these right in the dupes. One is I did called We're So Lost. It's about being a creative in Chicago. It was a great conversation. I think one of my most fun podcast appearances, because I didn't know the dude ahead of time. It was, I feel like, really engaging and fun. So that's the We're So Lost. And then Eliza and I did another This Isn't Fun Anymore podcast where we appeared together with Chris and played some games and stuff. Yeah. So the links...
It was a lot of fun to do, and I think if you want to know a little bit more about the dark side of Eliza, just listen to the video game concept we came up with.
Yeah. Oh, and both are a little languagey. Just heads up out there. A little swearish, especially in the We're So Lost one. Once we get to the reading a bit of Pulp Fiction, obviously, it gets very languagey. Yeah. So just be aware of that if you want to check them out.
Parental guidance suggested.
Spend a little more time with us. We will see you in a week. Pops Logo. Bye.